Hello students, we are discussing here the chapter number 11 of the class 5. The name of this chapter, force, work and energy. So in the previous chapters we discussed what are the meaning of the force and what are the effect of the force. And now today we will be discuss the different type of the force. Now we start here. We generally classify the force into the different types. First types you will be see here the frictional force. So frictional force you have to remember that it will be exerted between the two object surface when an object will be moved over the surface of another object. So this force will always prevent to slide over the second object. Suppose there I just make the two object. This is the first object, this is the second object, and we are assuming that this second object is moving over this first object surface in that direction. So definitely the surface of this first object will be try to stop to move this object, the second one object, in that direction. So definitely this is a kind of the opposite force. So you have to remember frictional force will always exert between the two surface. First one this, second one this surface. Okay, and second thing, it will always exert in the opposite directions. Suppose motion of the first object is in this direction, so the surface of the first object will be stopped to move this object. So definitely it will be exert the force in this opposite directions. So the surface of one object is exerting a force in the opposite directions. So meaning frictional force act is in the opposite directions of the movement. If object is moving in this direction, so definitely it will be exert in the opposite directions. Now if we take here the two different example, I hope you get the meaning of the frictional force. Here in the picture 1, the child A, he is doing the skating on the ice, and the second child B is trying to slip or slide over the grassland. So definitely you know that the child A can easily slide over the grass, but child B will get the difficulty to slide over the grass. The reason is, yes, because the ice has a very smooth surface, but grass has a very rough surface comparatively the ice. So definitely he can be smooth, or he जो भी see है. Okay, so definitely the child A will be smooth slide over the ice. The reason is the ice and this skating board both has a smooth surface, but in the second B, the rough surface, or we can say the grass has a rough surface, as well as its clothes is also made by a kind of a rough surface. So frictional force will be depend on the type of surface. If it is a smooth, it will be exert the less, because it can easily slide over this. So the opposite force is almost the negligible, but in the second he is try to move in this directions, but frictional force will be exert in this directions. It will be stopped by the frictional force. So there the frictional force is the increase high, comparatively this frictional force there is the low. The reason is, yes, the surface is very smooth. So if surface is very smooth of any object, then frictional force will be less or reduced. I hope you get the meaning of it. Now you will be see here frictional force is very helpful to us, because we can easily walk, we can easily run, we can easily jump, anything we can do, the any activity we can run, ride the bicycle, anything due to the frictions. If we walk, so our shoes make a friction force, it exert a friction force with the surface of soil. Okay, if I give you the two example and you have to tell me in which conditions we can easily walk. One, suppose we are walking on a wet road or wet floor. I am just taking here wet floor, and second, I am just walking on a road. Okay, so I hope you all know that in which conditions we will get the difficulty in walking. Firstly, yes, wet floor, and second, first condition is given road, second condition is given the wet floor. So definitely you will be say on the wet floor we will be get the difficulty in the walking. Yes, you are right. So definitely the reason is because wet floor will provide a smooth surface. So there is a frictions between our leg and the wet floor. There will be the very less, very reduced. So we can easily slip over them. Okay, so less frictions, we can easily slip. High frictions on the road has a irregular surface, a kind of this kind of the irregularity will be present, and our shoes, our, yes, leg definitely has also kind of the irregularity. So we will not get the difficulty, because there they will make a kind of the grip, there the higher frictions will be exert. So friction force help us to on the walking, on riding the bicycle, riding the car, anything. Okay, I hope you get the meaning of it, how frictional force is helpful to us. We can walk here, our shoes making the frictional force with the Yes, surface of the soils, this tire of the bicycle, they are made by the rubber. The reason is rubber has a lots of irregularity. Okay, and you have seen they are generally made by a kind of the trades. इसके अंदर आपने टायर्स में डिजाइन देखा होगा कुछ इस तरह से कटे हुए होते हैं. Okay, so the reason is this tires is help to make the grip with the road surface. It will be help in the increasing the friction force. The third one, yes, the sticker of the carom board, it also work on the frictional force. We use, yes, definitely, I think you have played this. We generally use a powder here. And what are the function of the powder? To reduce the frictional force. I hope you get the meaning of it. Now we will be discuss. Sometimes frictional force can also create the problem for us. The meaning of it, sometimes it is very harmful to us. It makes a problem for us. For taking the example, you all know that. I think if you have seen, if you have ride the bicycle, so these bicycle require the grease and the oil in its chain. The reason is because the oil and the grease makes easy to function of the cycle. It reduce the frictions between the cycle and the tire, cycle chain and the tires. Okay, so you have seen we generally use the grease over the axle of the tires, axle of the cycle tires. Okay, and we also use the grease over the chain. The reason is because chain is also required the grease. After using it, it will be reduce the frictions between the chain and the axle of the tire. So we will not get any difficulty in the pedal. If we will not use it, we will not use it. Then what will be happen? We will get in the difficulty to pedals. We need to require the more force on it, and sometimes it will become the jam. It will not be work properly. Okay, so we require, yes, the oil and the grease. Now the second you will be see, if we rub our hand against the each others, they get easily warm up. Okay, so the reason is, yes, frictions is produce the heat. You have to remember, when two object is rubbing each others or they are producing the frictions, what will be happens there? The heat will be produced. Suppose, yes, in the winter, if we will be warm, it will be, if we will be rub our hand, then our hand will get a kind of the warmness. The reason is friction produce the heat. That is the another, yes, we can take it as a positive or we can take it as a negative terms. ये हमारे लिए beneficial भी होता है और हमारे लिए harmful भी होता है. In the machine, it is very harmful because our machine tools can easily fault. But yes, it is sometimes it is very beneficial to us. Now students, you will be see the question here. Why do the tires have the grooves? Grooves, I hope you know the meaning of it. Like a kind of the threads on the tires. आपने टायर्स के बीच में देखा होगा कुछ इस तरह से डिजाइन बना होता है. And what are the purpose of these designs? To produce the more frictions. It will be provide the lots of irregularity in the tires and the surface of the road. So these grooves help in the provide the more frictions force. Okay, so I hope you get the meaning of it. Now students, we will be discuss the another type of the force. This is known as the gravitational force. So gravitationals, you have to remember our earth. Yes, if I take the some example, then you will be understand. Suppose if I take the stone here and I will just leave it at the certain height, then what will be happen? This stone will be start to fall down. Okay, so what will be happen? This stone will be fall on the surface of the earth. The reason, yes, our earth surface is providing a force. It is exerting a force on the this object, on the stone, on any object to attract it, to attract towards the center of the earth. So the simple force, if I tell you what are the meaning of the gravitational force, our earth surface exert a force on any object. I'm talking about on every object. Okay, so it will be attracted by the earth surface. This will be known as the gravitational force. So anything, it will be attracted by the earth surface, that will be known for the, or that will be caused by the gravitational force. If you will be see here, the clouds is present on the our atmosphere. So the rain, definitely it fall down. The reason is because rain molecules, it is attracted by the our gravitational force of the earth. So I hope you get the meaning of it. When we will be moved upside to the earth surface, then this force will be reduced. अगर हम अर्थ की surface के close हैं, then it will be the higher in the magnitude. And if we are just escape from their surface, काफी अगर हम height पे जाते हैं, पहाड़ों के ऊपर जाते हैं, so the gravitational force is reduced due to the, yes, we escape from a large distance. हम काफी ज्यादा ऊपर पहुंच गए, जितना हम ऊपर जाएंगे उतना ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स कम होता है. आई होप यू गेट द मीनिंग ऑफ इट. नाउ वी विल बी डिस्कस द अनदर. Now, third type of the force. Third type of force is the muscular force. You have to remember, muscular force means the muscles those force which are exerted by our muscles, our body, that will be known the muscular force. The force which exert by our body, that will be known the muscular force. If we lift anything, if we walk, if we open a door or anything, if we are doing any activity, definitely it is done by our muscles, it is done by our body, so that will be refer for the muscular force. If we want to lift any object, if we want to push any object, so definitely this force will be known as the muscular force. The third one, force, magnetic force. You have to remember, so magnetic means those force which are exerted by the magnet. You all have seen the magnet is a kind made by the kind of the metals which attract only few certain metals, like the iron metals. I am writing here the those objects which are made by the irons, those objects which are made by the cobalt, those substances which are made by the nickels, they can easily get attracted by the magnets. Okay, so this is magnet will also exert a force. Definitely, it will be known the magnetic force. So here a activity is given. The nail, definitely nail is made by the irons and it can be easily attracted by the magnet. So I hope you get the meaning of it. So the magnetic force, yes, those force which are exerted by the magnet, and we can use it for separating the iron substances or iron articles. Those substances which are made by the iron, we can easily separate it by the magnetic force. Now students, electrostatic force. This is the fourth type of the force. You have to remember that. Electrostatic force, we are talking about electrostatics, the two different type of the charged particles. Two different charged particles, when we put it at the certain distance, they attract to each others. Then this will be known as the electrostatic force. Or we can say in the simple language, two charged particles, if they attract or repel each other, that will be known the electrostatic force. And two different type of the charge. One is known the positive charge, second is known the negative charge. If I'm writing here, one type of the positive charge, second is the known the negative charge. If both has the opposite natures, they will be attract. If both has the same natures, if suppose Guru, this is the object A, this is the object B, and this object A is made by the positive charge, it contains the positive charge, B contains also the positive charge, so they will be repelled to each others, they will not be attract each others. Suppose this is the object C and it contains the negative charge, so yes, A has a positive charge, C has a negative charge, opposite charge, so they will be attract to each others. In the similar, C has a negative charge, B has a positive charge, so they also have a opposite charge, so they will be also attract. So opposite charge will be attract, negative charge will be repel. And what are the meaning of the electrostatic charge? We will be understand it by a simple activity. If you will be see here, yes, we need a small piece of the paper and we need a comb. If you will be take a comb and just rub it on your hair, when you will be rub it on your hair, what will be happens? The combs definitely get the electrostatically charged. A kind of the charge will be present on the surface of comb when you will be rub it on your hair. So this may be the positive or the negative. When you will be take it towards the small piece of the paper, suppose this is the small piece of the papers, so definitely they contains the opposite charge. If we are assuming that the comb has a positive charge, so definitely the piece of the papers contains some negative charge and they can easily attracted by the comb. So this is a kind of the electrostatic charge. Okay, so we are using it to separate the opposite charge, we are using it to attack the opposite type of the charge. Okay, so this is another type of the force. Now the another type of the force is elastic force. Elastic force, yes, we generally use it for the rubber band or those objects which can easily stretch. Okay, suppose this is a rubber and if we will be stretch it, what will be happen? The size will be increase of the rubber. This is the unstretched rubber and this is the stretched rubber. So if we will be stretch it, so there is also a kind of forces exert. If we will be leave it, what will be happen? It will be regain its original size, original place. Okay, original size, so definitely it is contains a kind of the force that will be known the elastic force. So what are the meaning of elastic force? Yes, when we apply the force on a rubber band, when we will stretch it at the certain limit, that will be known the elastic force. And what will be happen if we leave it, if we release it, it will be regain its original shape and the size, that will be known the elastic force. I hope you get the meaning of it. Now students, we will be discuss the work and the energy in the next class. I hope you get the meaning of it. Thank you.